Hello there, you guys. Thank you so very much for waiting. I'm just gonna get rid of the beep beeps from the mailbox. There we go. Okay. I grabbed myself a can of soda. Coke, to be specific. But, chat, we need to do this again. We need to do this. It's been a while, and I like to test you guys every couple months. We're gonna be playing with fire. Are you guys ready? Type 1 in chat if you think Coca-Cola is the better soda. Type 2 in chat if you think Pepsi is the better soda. Type 3 in chat if you don't think either of them are the better soda. I want to see you guys. Every now and then we do this, and I will never forget the first time we did it. Coke won, and I will hold on to that victory for the rest of my life. Don't drink soda, that's fair. That's fair. And if you guys are saying neither, follow-up question, if you like. What sort of soda do you like? Or even just in general for anyone. Are you trying to start a war? Yes. No. Just in general question for everyone. What's your go-to soda? I see some Dr. Peppers. You had to drink soda, which would be ginger ale, root beer. I love both of those. Out of Coke and Pepsi, Coke, yep. Strawberry, we don't have strawberry soda here, but I want to try it so bad. Water, that's always good. Any soda, drink Snapple, peach iced tea. Orange soda, I like the fruity stuff, juicer water. Dr. Pepper or Fanta Orange. See, I dislike Dr. Pepper so much. It tastes like cough syrup to me, unfortunately. Vernors? I don't think I've heard of that one. Makes you want to order Wendy's. But yeah, I haven't had Sprite in a while. My go-to is Coke, but if I'm gonna have soda, it's always usually Coke, Canada Dry Ginger Ale, or maybe a root beer. It depends on there's so many different kinds of root beer, and there's certain kinds I like. But I'm not really into Pepsi. Ginger Ale, very gingery. Oh, okay. Ooh, a cream soda. Cream sodas are good. I have to be in a certain mood because those are usually really super sweet. But yeah, alright. So, I'm a little bit disappointed, chat. No. Oh, Kim, are you gonna have another nap? How are you doing today? Barks root beer specifically? Yep. Yep. Never had cream soda before? Oh, I used to love it when I was a kid. It seems like most people don't like Coke or Pepsi. The next place down is Pepsi. Chat, disappointment. And then last place is Coke. I'm very sad. It's okay though. It's all good. Thank you guys so very much for voting. We'll finalize that. There you go. You guys broke it. And we're gonna bring that in. There we go. I like doing that every couple months, it feels like, just to get a gauge on who my chat are. What everyone likes. How much disappointment I need to carry with me. No, I'm joking. Okay, the roots around the sewer entrance are growing in. Wells on the steps are broken. Due to raw activity in the town, our roof is falling. Okay. Went for a breakfast slice. They had crispy bacon. Nice. That sounds yummy right about now. On my break, just now, I don't know about you guys. This might be blasphemy to some people. I like cold chocolate, so I'll like put a chocolate bar in the fridge, and it also helps me not eat it all at once. So right now I have a Hershey's cookies and cream bar in there. Oh, Rosie. If you guys know those ones, it's like white chocolate with like little cookie crumbles in it. Your family does that too. I always like, other people seem to think it's weird whenever I mention it to them, but I just prefer it that way. And I had some of that when I was on break. Just one little square though. I find keeping in the fridge really helps me from, or helps prevent me from like just sitting there and snacking. Remember when it first came out? Ooh, chilled peanut butter cups. That's the other thing we actually have in the fridge right now. I haven't opened it yet, but Mike and I bought a Reese's peanut butter bar. So it's like the chocolate and the peanut butter, but in bar form. So good. But I saw the calories on it and I'm like, one square at a time. I used to eat those like in one sitting sort of deal. And I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that anymore. You freeze your peanut butter cups. Cold heaven, oh, heavenly hash, yep. Hey, Shumblet, no worries, enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much for coming on in and saying hello. There's half-pound Reese cups. I know, I bought one for Mike for Christmas. He ate it in one sitting. He definitely was not sick after, I swear. I didn't think, so like, literally I got it for him for Christmas. It was just like a little additional thing for him. Because I know that he hasn't had one of those in a long time. And I was streaming, and I look over at one point and I see he's opened it up and he's sitting there eating it. And I'm like, okay, he'll probably have like, you know, a little bit of it. No, I come back after stream, he ate the entire cup. And then complained about a stomach ache later, and I'm like, why? Why? The need to hurl, exactly, right? As one should. I could not. But also, I have like teeth sensitivity to like sugary things now. So I tend to avoid that anyway. There's no way around it. Oh wait, I'm missing things, aren't I? Okay. There we go. Did I miss any others through here? No? But yeah, I think the Hershey's Cookies and Cream Bar is actually one of my favorites these days. For chocolate. Hi again, Trimpo. There was also like the big Cadbury chocolate bars as well that I think Itsu sent for my birthday last year. Those were really good. It took me a very long time to get through them. Okay, this should let us get down into this area. We actually couldn't get down here yesterday because this area was blocked off. Can I actually go in here? No? Okay. Okay, we just need to hand in the pith roots and we'll be done. Here lies Alio, the teaching guardian. Scripture is hard to read, but describes a pragmatic community leader. Here we go. Oh wow, we haven't been down to like this area in a while. I probably need to level up something here, don't I? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look here. You know what, Rosie? I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't know, but I've heard the word before. What am I meant to be doing now? Clear the walkabout of Rod. Okay, I'm meant to be fighting. Gotcha. Can do. Says I was crying before I entered the stream. I was smiling and laughing. Oh! I'm sorry that you weren't having such a good time, though. I'm glad that we got to take your mind off it a bit. Practical or prudent. There we go. Thank you for the explanation. I've definitely heard the word, but I was just like... Talk to Happia or Hapia. Exactly, just keep swimming. Okay, so I think we're almost done with this area then, which is weird to think about. I heard that steps are free, clean paths heading all the way down. I sent some of them goodies to Spring Hamlet, so they should have known to. It won't be easy, but hope with time we can rely on each other like back then. Grove knows we've held more than our fair share of grudges. I'll never be free of them all, not for many moons, but I can learn to live. Grove's all kind of screwed up, but we can't let that define who we are. Big thanks, Concord. What? I've had quite enough time sitting inside on my bum. Let's head out down to the hamlet together. We'll show those hamlet buggers what teamwork looks like. See you in the breezy walkabout. Okay. Creeps deactivating the bridges, right? I need the box. I want to finish this quest before I go. I think what it is I'm meant to make more of these boxes. But your girl's lazy, and that sounds like a lot of work, so. There we go. Alright, well I think we're ready to go then. We finished all of the quests. At least for now in this town. If you guys didn't know or hadn't noticed, in this game you complete requests and that in turn becomes experience and level gains for various aspects of the town. And I think the max level for each of those is 5, and we're at about 3 for pretty much all the towns. I think we have one thing maxed out in the first town. I don't really plan on like maxing out the game, at least not on stream. But there's a lot more to this game, I think, than what I'm actually doing. I think this is where we're going, right? There we are. Hi! Oh, this is so nice. Long time since I walked down the steps. Kala did a good job with the roads. I wonder how the old plaza's doing. See you there. Alright, so we haven't been back this way yet. Oh. Wait. Oh, hey, this is the bottom of the... This is where we went up the elevator, right? Yeah, this looks familiar. Do I have what I need for this yet? Oh, no, I don't. Here we go. Ah, Concord, you're finally back. Seems that town has benefited greatly from your help. Reminds me of old days when we all contributed to building up there. We're just talking for a bit, catching up on all the Hamlet's events. Things are changing. If a soft place like the Hamlet could make a guardian like you. Happy has told us all about your work in the sewers. The place that originally scared off many of our town's villagers. Of course, I express my condolences over how the Hamlet hasn't helped. There's been a lot of dangers these days. Without Fuji or a willing guardian, we've had no one to send up. Yes, of course we've all had difficulties. But nothing the hardy autumn greenlights couldn't handle. You probably won't even recognize the Hamlet now. I guess this also goes for you, Concord. Fuji's been clearing more and more of the paths. Your work before you ventured out really helped. When you have time, I heard Rana and Marishino were north of the riverways. They're scouting the old temple. I'd like you to check in on them. Oh, and Neji's back in the Hamlet for supplies. Plum's not with them this time, though. It's taking time to procure everything they need, but it seems urgent. You should check in with them in the docks again. Okay, we got several things we can do here. So again, if you guys are just joining us, this is actually our hometown. This is the area that we first started off in, and it seems like it's kind of a very central point. because we do keep coming back here after each town is kind of worked on. So we definitely know our way around. Oh, most cherished and reliable guardian Concord. I'm almost done here. You almost missed me. I'm glad you didn't. I came here to get supplies, but I really wanted to talk to you. It was just yesterday. It was just a bit, you know. Real rough. A hard day. Plum was talking all about the Age of Guardians coming to a close. Like, actually, no more Guardians. To think, after all the Guardians we've lost already? I didn't understand it, especially with all the work you've done. Truth be told, I may have gotten just a tad bit, totally warranted amount, peeved at them. Not that I speak out of turn so easily. But I felt the need to speak up, certainly for the legacy of Guardians. I told them it was the Guardians' duty to live up to the dreams of the people. Must have struck a nerve because they're in the mists again, and they looked more determined than ever. Must have to do with inviting you over to the glade. We sent word to Elderberry at Concord the Guardian shall be let into Winterglade. Once you finish up here, I hope you'll be able to help Plum's renewed efforts in the mist. We can trade stories of your adventures by the fireplace. Okay. There we go. So that was that. So our next location is, I believe, the final town of the game. I'm still really liking how this game refers to everyone as just with gender neutral words, I guess would be the right way to say it. Everyone is they or them. And it's kind of nice because it doesn't really matter in the context of the story. Alright, maybe we should go and rest for today, and then we'll head out and see what they want tomorrow. Exactly, we're just fruit, right? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. What are you doing here? Anyway. Yeah, we're grapes, and I think there's been like apples, and there's cactus, and we've seen the onion guy. There's no reason to add gender at all, and it kind of normalizes it, but yeah, I do like it. I definitely like it. Hand speed, stamina recharge. Resources are easier to break. Entering shops and leaving gives a speed boost. Buying things heals you. Sickle attack comes out faster and stronger. Interesting. We're blobs in the universe. Okay. Wells in the bend have broken due to frequent usage. They want them repaired using some sap. And a package of candle wax needs to be grabbed from the Spring Hamlet docks and delivered to Lilliput in Summer Bar. Okay. Can definitely do that very easily. Except for this one. This one's always annoying to do because grabbing the sap from behind this character, there we go, was always really tricky. Okay, there we go, that one's done. Well, I must admit, you've totally turned the hamlet around. I know, I helped too, but you've done a lot. I'm sure others are already laying praise onto you, but I'm much harder to please. You know, as the hamlet's most gifted amphibian. I guess I'm really heading back to Lilliput then. Most frogs stick to Lilliput, but a few choose to linger inland. Did you... I said this during Majora's Mask, but I cannot read the sentence, did you know, without thinking about, like, did you know gaming and whoever does the narration for most of those. Did you know? The very first Guardian was from Lilliput. I'm nothing like Cain was, but I still think I have something to contribute to the rest of the Grove. At first I left Lilliput because I didn't want to be cooped up in a small corner of the Summer Bar. I've come to really enjoy the hamlet, though. The people here are humble, even helpless sometimes. But now it's finally time to head back home to Lilliput. It'll be nice to see everyone, I guess. Come visit if you want. They're annoying, but I'm sure Ragosa and Dart would like to thank you. Oh, is that actually a favor? I thought I was just finishing a favor. Heck, okay. Okay, let's go actually deliver that package, and then we can actually head to Lilliput anyway for that, so. Hey Caleb, how are you doing today? Welcome on, and I hope you're having a great Monday. I think it was over here, wasn't it? There we go. I have a question, by the way. I was watching a streamer play a fan-made Pokemon game yesterday called Pokemon Infinity. Has anyone ever heard of it? It looked very cool. It had some non-Pokemon characters in it too. I think I saw a fan-made evolution called a Varion, which its typing was really just question mark, question mark, question mark, because it sounds like it could do various things. Like, it was kind of neat, and I love that. I've never done anything like that or played any other than Pokemon Uranium like forever ago, sorry. Seen someone playing it on YouTube. I might have to check it out. Really looked into it, sounds fun though. Yeah. I figure, like, you know, in between releases when I have that Pokemon itch, but I don't want to restart a save file. There we go. Concord, over here. We've been swapping stories. We never see that kind of adventure in the summer bar. Oh, you know about how I fought that big worm in the Hamlet Library? Oh, you fought that big worm? We're so happy to have Rana back. We'll have to find some time to go swimming. Salt will do you some good. Your skin's all soft and pudgy from that weak spring water. Yeah, I want to go see Pagu too. What's that old hermit up to? Still complaining about you, I bet. Say, Rana, if you want to prank Pagu again, I think they're heading to bed soon. Oh, Concord, before you head off, here for your troubles. We want you to have these shoes. We originally made them for Guardian Blue back in the day. An offering of gratitude for Vista's outpost help. Of course, that was before we knew they had more than 2 feet. I'm sure a bipedal greenling like you can make full use of it, though. Dash shoes? Excuse me? No, wait, go back. When you look through fan games. Just quarantined last week, so I'm working on stuff that I should have done last week, but didn't because I'm king of procrastination. That's a mood. Don't you worry about it. Increases the initial speed boost from sprinting. Whee! Oh wow, that does set us off with a bit of a start. Jeez. Alright, cool. So we finished that. I'm going the wrong way. I remember that. I like the music here. I kind of miss it, I'm not gonna lie. I also like the scenery, especially compared to outside where it is still snowing. And it's very, very gross. I'm actually watching. I just turned to look out the window. And there's someone trying to get out a driveway. And they're like trying to kick snow out from behind and in front of their car so that they can actually go. I don't think they own a shovel. That's not gonna work out well for them. I feel bad. You gotta get a shovel in this if you're gonna live here. I mean, to be fair though, if you're in an apartment, the apartment usually handles the shoveling for you. But like, still. Is Ollie watching snow? He actually was. He actually was. He was keeping an eye outside this morning. And he lives somewhere where it snows and not own a shovel. See, I'm saying this, but now I'm questioning if we actually own a shovel. I know that we did before we moved. But but I'm pretty sure we do somewhere. It's just, it hasn't been used in a long time. Over here, Concord, finally back from Autumn Town, eh? Wait, Rana, I just spoke to you. Hope the climate didn't dry you out. Since you've been gone, apparently they can breathe for the first time. But beyond that, Maraschino and I have been clearing out more of the hamlet. Shoveled some this morning before going to my errands. When I came back, it was worth... Oh, it wasn't. It didn't make a change. If you own a car, you should have a shovel in case you need to dig your car out. Exactly, yeah. I own a de-icing spray for cars. I don't even own a car. When it was snowing down south, we watched someone's Mini Cooper slip back down a small hill. While trying to get into a car park, I was crying laughing because I'm a horrible person. You definitely see a lot of slip and sliding right now. Even though, you know, it's Canadian land and we get a lot of snow every year, the first time it snows a lot, people forget how to drive in it. Since you've been gone, Maraschino and I have been clearing up more of the hamlet, but look, all this smelly rot continues to gather near the base of the grove. What do you think calls them here so strongly? With the increased rot presence, we've had to venture out in pairs, just to be safe, you know? With Bell Row overrun with rot, we want a safe route to Winter Glade, but this area stinks even more. Better get used to it, Rana. This is our job after all. Not even the small greenlings like me have had... now even the small greenlings like me have had to step up. Just to protect the others from the oozes. Whatever is brewing, it feels bad. I hope the grove is okay. The word from the Autumn Town has been concerning, suggesting that rot only consumes the dying. Of course that would mean. But most villagers here won't stand for such talk. Maybe the hamlet really is too soft for the realities of the grove outside. Don't spread those rumors for them, Rana. But you're not wrong. Everyone's on edge right now. Interesting that you would even notice. What can I say? The air of responsibility is changing me. I'm a bona fide pillar of the community now. But even I can't do it all alone, so I've been helping out where I can. Lately, we've been helping Fuji restore these old waypoints around. Is that fast travel? I'm so here for fast travel. Sorry. We just crossed the road and carried on walking home, to be fair. Yeah, you weren't, like, prepared to help push. Guardians East, they used to travel the Grove's routes from town to town, you know, when they felt a bit lazy. Oh, always, though. Fuji's masonry from the summer bar really helped us out here. If Spring Hamlet fixed, seems like the other towns you visit are accessible too. Of course, Winter Glade is closed as of usual, for them. Forget about them. They're missing out. Take it for a spin, Concord. It's about time you travel in style. It just says wait until tomorrow. Heck no, I'm gonna touch this. Okay, so I think there are certain places I can travel to that are like lit up. Yeah, okay, I wondered what that was. That's cool. Not all good and so nice. It's like everyone forgets how to drive. Yeah. I know here, Toronto doesn't often get hit by really, really bad weather. A lot of times snow and storms will kind of like go around us for whatever reason. I don't know. There's probably some scientific reason why. I have no idea. But I read on the news the other day, it was I think 23 years since the mayor at the time of Toronto called in the army because we were actually getting snowed in and we didn't know how to handle it. So he literally called in the army to help us, and the rest of Canada was kind of like laughing at Toronto because we didn't know how to deal with some snow. But it was really bad. I was like 23 years ago. I would have been like 4, so I don't remember any of this, but my mom does. Wind, rain, snow, leaves, sheep. The fact that sheep are included in that is just... it's a little bit too amusing to me. Our New York City is like that. Every other borough, New Jersey, Long Island get hit by everything, but we're usually fine. Yeah. Toronto is like the butt of jokes in Canada. It is. It is. along with Newfoundland. Wait, why would he give me a red quest when I already finished all those? Gosh darn it. Oh, Quebec kinda too, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, people make fun of how, people call them the newfies here, how they talk. Hey, Kippy, how are you doing today? Okay, let's see here. Morning, Concord. I know you're still resting, but if you have time today, I'd like to talk to you. I'll be waiting in the kindergarten. Am I crazy? Isn't that where we are? Oh no, it's up here. Oopsies. Guys, everyone's ability to drive rain is not rare in my area, right? Oh, Pepper, it's okay. I live here and I forget that constantly. Oozes got ready and dislodged some fences. Some oozes tried to break into an apartment. We need sap from the overgrown stumps to patch them back up. I'm really bad at geography. Like, Canadian, world geography does not matter. Oh, I don't really need the sticks, I just need the sap. Blood taken. Oh, for the first time today? Uh-oh. Hopefully you're feeling okay. I know after I had it done a couple years back, I felt really, really bad after. It took me a while to feel better. There we go. It's at your own risk if you ever ask me for directions. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, wrong tool. I have to use generalizations of provinces to know which ones are next to each other. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would get them wrong if you asked me what order they're in. I know where Quebec, Ontario, and BC are, pretty much. Which is pretty bad. Okay, let's go back to the kindergarten then. Oh, we haven't been back here since the beginning. Hi. Been a while, hasn't it? I had Fuji clear the path back here. I had them clear out all the overgrowth too. I'm sure you've heard many stories in Autumn Town, how we bred the first rot to make the climate more livable. What was necessity is now our curse. I too was there for it, and it doesn't leave my mind. Your travels have brought us so many things, so many old wonders and friendships. Talking to Haupia has been nice, essential for village elders like us. They've given us some new insight into the rot. The rot is increasingly aggressive to directly attack the grove. Bent on consuming our home, the island, some believe we are all at dire risk. I can sense it's deeper than pure consumption, but I can't dwell on it. We village leaders may not agree on much, but we know this issue can't go unaddressed. Unlike our past, we choose to face this problem head on. We've expedited your entrance into Winterglade. Plum needs you there, whether they care to admit it or not. If you're wondering why Winterglade's guardian is nowhere to be seen, they've been in the mists. Ever since the other guardians left us, the Glade would have you believe Guardian Mandy is still searching for an answer. Even now, Plum desperately searches for Mandy, hoping they have answers we don't. The mists are deep, Concord. It won't be easy. But you're a guardian. The rest of the village have learned to rely on you. Back in my day, we'd never send such a young greenling into such danger. But you're chosen. Not just by the Grove or Plum, but by everyone you've helped so far. Now, Winterglade is ready too. When you're prepared, Terong will greet you in Bell Row. To come out of work just to go straight back in 30 minutes. Now I'm home and playing Fire Emblem Three Houses again because comfort game, love it. Used to have provinces, rivers, cities, mountains memorized, but not anymore. BC and Alberta always catch on fire. That's sad. Ontario and Quebec are the butts of the jokes. Nunavut and Yukon, and Northwest Territories or Frozen Wasteland. I just know all the Atlantic. Yeah. Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Oh, I hadn't heard that about them. Then again, I don't know much about them, to be honest. Okay. Well, I guess we're heading to the Winter Glade next? We can run so much further than we used to be able to. It's so nice to have stamina. Did I do everything already? I guess I must have. Oh, really? Wow, I have never heard that. Today I learned. Really all you know it for. Huh. Okay, we already finished our quest, so we can probably just move on then. Can I, like... No. Okay. Oh well, we tried. Guardian Concord, I've been waiting your arrival. Or rather, Guardian Plum is. But the Glade is whispering news of a fresh Guardian. If you're ready to enter Winter Glade, I must warn you that we're closed off. Our town is embedded in thick snow and we can't support as many villagers as we'd like. We do our best to maintain the routes, but there's no promises. It may be a while until you'll be able to leave. Is that okay? I don't see why not. Grand, right this way then. Please watch your step. The rot have been pretty feisty since they learned to navigate the frost. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your stay. Alright, let's go see. Alright, brand new area. Well, these guys, oh, that guy has, like, a little hat, little hat on him that sends out projectiles. Take off that hat, we don't need that. I really love the music in this game, though. Ooh. Have to be a blue slime in a hat. Can I touch this? Okay, so I can warp if I need to. I figure I may as well make some of these, maybe, if I might need them. Is that a frozen watermelon? What are you? Guardian Concord! That's me. Guardian Plum left for the mist early this morning, but they should be back by now. Oh yeah, Negi wanted me to keep an eye out. Sounded urgent. Just make your way to Winter Glade. Made me blue too. Now I'm a little blueberry. I wonder if there's a reason why we're a grape. It just suddenly hit me. I could be anything. What if I wanted to be a orange? Lost Revere Guardian Concord. Something's wrong. Plum still hasn't come back from the miss. Everyone thinks they're missing. I need you to follow me right now. Another Guardian lost. And already another one to fill their shoes. When will history stop repeating itself? Lididi, this isn't the time. Concord, the glade's just up ahead, quickly. I guess, maybe. Guardian Concord, I don't have the time to keep watch for Plum. So it goes, and so it forever will go. The library will provide more answers than gallivanting about playing hero. Okay. Oh, I like this place a lot. Ollie. Wait. Ollie, that you? Ollie? We found Ollie. Apparently he's a wizard. Oh, what's with all the commotion? Oh, Guardian, I think Negi wanted you to follow them. They're just a bit northwest of here. We found Ollie. Are you him, Taro? I like hanging around the furnace all day. Ollie's always bugging me about not doing more work. Okay, that doesn't sound like Ollie at all. Everywhere else is just a wee bit cold for my petals. Couldn't imagine living north where those frogs are. Who am I kidding? It's cold in Winterglade everywhere. He'll stay cold without our guardian. Using his magic to cause chaos. Wood burning. Please burn wood only as needed to keep air pollution and overheating to a minimum. Oh, wait. Are they in this area? Oh, here they are. Plum's been in the mist for way too long. I mean, Plum always goes in there, but never for this amount of time. Guardian or not, most greenlings can't survive in this harsh environment. They said it'd be the last time they went in, but they still haven't come back. That's all my fault. I shouldn't have been so quick to dismiss their concerns the other day. The mists are of the grove itself, the mind to its body. Only guardians of pure heart can tread the snowy forests. The deeper you go, the more at risk you are, and there's no telling which way is out. Only the grove's mind can see you out, or in Plum's case, further in. Please, you've got to find them before mists past shift beyond recognition. Get back in the mist and fulfill your duty, Guardian Concord. Alright, jeez. I just kept going left for this? Okay, I will do the same. I'm assuming this is like some sort, because he mentioned the shifting path, this is like some sort of thing where the I can't get whatever that is, the paths change each time, so it's better just to maybe go in one direction. Okay, I can't go on those bits. Oh! You're back, but no Plum? They look okay, Negi. The frost hasn't touched them. You're right, Concord's doing well so far. If you can get in and out, then it means the mist accepts you. A clarity of mind unmatched. Plum said that's the only way one can walk the forest. I know Plum is in there somewhere. Guardian Concord, you've got to find them. Please get back into the mist. I'm sure another trip into the mist will see you closer to Plum. I'm gonna go left again. Oh yeah, it's different. That's so weird. It's kind of neat though. Oh. Okay, can't go that way. I need to go find like the soundtrack for this game and play that during our like cozy streams. No! Concord, you're safe. I hope the ice isn't giving you too much trouble. We gave our last skates to Plum. Everyone here is rooting for you, so please continue searching for Plum. We know you'll bring Plum back from the mists, but time is ticking and the mists only get colder as the sun sets. Alright, how many attempts do you guys think we're gonna need of just continually going left? This is our second attempt. Do we have any guesses? I assume I'll be able to get it on YouTube as well. I might have to look into it. Now you'll bring Plum back. Shut up. Aha! You okay? Oh, he's looking a little bit frozy. Frozy? Frozen. Less than 10. I mean, you were right. Plum is unconscious, buried halfway by the snow. Frost slowly creeps up the sides of their body. The snow is cold but loose. It parts easily from Plum's frigid form. Pick. Let's go, dude. You found Plum! Oh, goodness, thank you, Concord. Now quickly, before the frost sets in, carry them to their hothouse, just below. We need to apply warmth. I got everything set up just for Plum. Their quarters are right in the glade, just a bit south. Please hurry, Guardian. Okay, I did bring Plum back. Where's the hot house? No? No? Kind of looking like a bear, just a little bit. I'm just gonna put out, have you ever had a day where it's just... You know what he looks like? I just realized. Neopet fans out there, he looks like a chia. You heard me. When you have to carry your drunk friend home. That's exactly what he looks like. Oh, I think this is where we're going. There you go. Concord? I really blew it, didn't I? Sorry. I'm so very tired. Wait until tomorrow. Alright. Mental. He looks like the purple blob. Oh, from McDonald's, yes. I know the one you mean. I know the situation seems dire, but honestly, it's amazing that you were able to find them. Guardian Plum has been searching the mist for so long. With all that time, they've turned up nothing. I suppose that their regret grew with each day they couldn't find Mandy. Truth be told, I'm saying Ladidi, but I don't know if that's how we say it, but I'm gonna go with it. Also, I gotta sneeze. When the snackies hit. Ladidi was right. Wasn't safe for Plum, not after facing failure so many times. The mists don't respond kindly to emotional unrest. It's magic unlike anything else in the grove. We shouldn't have cheered Plum on so much. In any case, they're just happy that we're just happy that everyone's back home. Guardians don't have a very good track record with that. I bet you're tired after all that running around. Negi's up top to the west. I think they've got your accommodation sorted out. Nope. Wrong west. Plum has been hurt before, never like this though. It's gonna take time to recover from frost like that. We're gonna keep an eye on them in the glade, close to home. Plum was working out of the old hothouse west of here. It should provide you with everything you'll need to brave the winter frost. Let's head a bit west. Oh, hi. Guardian Concord, good work in the mist today. Now that you're here, maybe Plum can finally take a break. The minute I saw you in the glade, I knew you'd be doing great things. If you have a chance later, I'd love to talk to you. Thank you for not giving up on Plum. Their heart is in a good place, but they've been acting more and more troubled as of late. Their injury is tragic, but it's good that we'll be able to watch over them in town. I'm just glad to have them back. I'm sure they'll be awake in due time. Meanwhile, take up residence in the other old hothouse we have set up. We lit the furnace just for you, but you might want to keep it burning. It can get pretty cold at night. Okay, do I actually have to? If anyone knows? Ooh. Alright. Okay, so let me just put away. Got one new thing. Just extra dialogue? Okay. Concord, hope you had a good sleep. I've been waiting here since early morning. I just wanted you to know that Plum is asking for you. However, Ollie also wanted me to tell you that Plum needs rest. So don't keep them up for too long. Gosh darn it, Ollie. You didn't let me rest last night. Okay, 2 glomps have been cozying up next to the furnace at night. We need to get rid of them before they damage the heating system. A few chimneys in Misty Clearing need to be repaired. They can be thermally resealed with tombstone. What can I use to hit tombstone, you guys? Summer bars are exploring ways to manage their temperature the same way we do. If we can pull together 3 tombstone, it'd help them a lot. Oh my god, your hat. Never found out. Oh, weird. Come to build Guardian Concord. My workshop is always open for you. Lisa's supervisor saw my email. He doesn't know about a date, but apparently they're waiting on a response from an external sensor, so maybe soon? Hopefully. That's so frustrating that no one seems to know. Guardian Concord, so glad you came by. Listen, I've got a special issue for a special guardian like you. Only recently have the rot become a problem in the glade. All this snow can't be good on their liquid bodies. But they seem to have all adapted. I decided to get a jump on them, like any good guard would. I don't think they'd be so big, though. One of the globs near the shore swallowed my sword whole. So now I have to wait around here, disarmed, waiting for them to cough it back up. But you've got a bunch of weapons. Can you head to Cube Coast at night and whack globs until you find my sword? I know it can get scary at night, but trust me, we'll all be better once the glade's got me watching their back. Okay. You know what? I want to make sure I fill out my map a bit better so that I actually know where I'm going. So let me just... Oh. Right. Alright, never mind that then. I was like, oh look, there's like a thing I can do. Alright, let's go see Plum then. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. I tried entering the mist once. Only once, though. The air was as cold as ice, and when I rounded a corner, I found myself back in the glade. As much as I miss Mandy, never ever again. I thought my leaves would freeze off in there. I won't help you until you prove that you can clear the epitaphs? Am I saying that right? In the mist? If you're still adamant about finding Mandy, that is. Wait. There we go. Concord, you saved me from the mist, didn't you? Wholly ashamed to rely on your help, especially after all I've already burdened you with. You're a fool, Plum, and if I had my way, I'd have locked up the mist eons ago. I swear the Grove must only pick imbeciles to be guardians. On that, I think we can finally agree. I'm still glad you're okay. For a while there, we thought we'd lost a guardian. Just like Mandy. Why, Plum? Why risk it after all we've lost? When the Grove came to me, as it did for Concord, it told me to relinquish my duties to them. Do you know how long I've been the only guardian for the people to feel the rot encroach every day with no solutions? As if I could leave Concord with that burden. As alone as I've been. Didn't want to return with nothing yet, so I stayed in the mist far too long, searching endlessly for Winterglade's guardian in the mist, Mandy. Fool. A devoted fool, though. A tried and true guardian in the very end, it would seem. That insult to your injury, your fears were misplaced. Concord can walk the mist better than you ever did. Yes, seeing them now, I quite agree to that, that the quest is best left to them. Not that I'm moving around anytime soon. Take my skates, Concord. There's ice all over the glade and this will help. You'll need to venture deep, far deeper than I got. Sorry, hurts to talk. I'll need time. There is so much I want to tell you, Concord. All we did is walk left, I know. Rest for now, Plum. That was good work, Concord. I can't deny that you show some promise. You may still seek Mandy in the mist, but Plum's fate is just another reason to stay away. Just about had it with guiding brash guardians to their doom. Still, should you choose to continue, you have to finish what Plum started. Clear the epitaphs? Epitaph? I don't know how to say this word, but anyway, it probably doesn't matter. In the mist.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. It won't be easy with the rot, but if Mandy left any clues in that forest, that's where they'll be. Good luck, you'll need it. Good luck indeed, Concord. Ice skates! So... Whee! Okay, so it's kind of like I can bounce off things. I gotcha. Okay, and that just happens to be the same button as our run, so that's really nice. What were my quests for today? It was Tombstone, right? Which we don't know how to get. Hey, zooming. Oh, this is the library. Okay. You can have some of that. I've never actually stopped to read these. Oh. Maybe I need to donate everything to read them. Spider-Man villain Tombstone's in the same. Random, I heard you were playing some Spooderman earlier. How did you enjoy it? I'm looking forward to trying it for myself. Out with my boyfriend to get some comfort food. Sounds good. Enjoy. Come, I've got some goods for purchase, and if you need to offload any of your harvest, I have the finances. Let's get rid of those. Chickpea. 10 jug hat. Popular statement piece for any wealthy greenling. Walnut helm. Someone has restored this antique helm. Smells quite musty. I have the money. We're gonna waste it. There we go. I have a feeling I'll need more of that, so. Or dare I say better than? I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. It looks like a lot of fun, to be honest. I really wish, I really started to get into Horizon recently, but I'm playing it on computer and I can't really touch my computer when it's rendering, and like that's pretty much all I've been able to do recently. So I've been playing Switch games instead. But I wanted to play Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I want to play Spider-Man. Okay, right, so nighttime. We have another quest at nighttime, and Tombstone, which... Lord knows. Spider-Man Zero Dawn. Spider-Man with a bow and arrow. So, Hawkeye. Kind of. Ooh! What's up here? Oh. You're sitting at the sword, so now you must fight robots. To Mandy, the spiritual guardian, may they return to us. The scripture is very well maintained. It describes a mandrake of the sun. Warmth constantly emanates from this mist-born guardian. Small tokens of gratitude are scattered in front of the memorial. Alrighty. Please fix any leaks present. Any wood burning we do must be contained or it pollutes our air. Moon kelp. Okay, that's a different item. Cool. Okay, this thing doesn't bother me while I'm trying to do this. There we go. Nice. We got some more of that stuff. Where are we headed to? Excuse me. Thank you. What's this? Porcelain shell. Okay. That's something new we can pick up here. Oh, hi. What is your name? Oh, your parents didn't like you very much, did they? Also, I just realized the resolution on this screen is not full screen. Has it been that way for a while? Hopefully not. Oh hey, you're new here, right? Not many come so far up so far north. Too close to the miss. But unfortunately, it's the only place Pella can breathe properly. Even with all the upkeep and maintenance, the wood burning never goes away. It is never like this in the summer bar. So you look pretty handy with a spade. Back in the day, this used to be a place for gardening. If you'd like, we could really use eggshells. It helps Pella a lot if you can make powdery dew for them. I think Kolu and Twilight Patty was selling some seeds for that. Actually, what did you read? Oh, I think I got that. Got the stuff I need to make some powdery dew for Pella. This is great, Concord. You Greatlings always have such a knack for gardening. I'll share this with Ollie so he can make some too. Everyone in the Glade all been trying to be helpful, but with Pella's issues, it would seem even that has its limits. Can I just also... I'm sorry to zoom in again, but look at this little face. It's so cute. Lilliput likes to have a frog in each corner of the grove. We're all cut from the same curious cloth, but it's been hard in this particular corner. The people here are good, though. They'll come up with a solution. I'm sure with time, this place will be a home for us. We used to make shoes in Lilliput, a skill we thought we could bring over. Now we just repair everyone's skates. We used to make other shoes, too. Here, take these roll boots. They'll let you roll out of danger even if you're winding up your attack. Can't be too careful out there. Nice. Oh, absolutely. No, I'd panic if I saw this snap maw creature. I don't... What tool do you want? Nope. Maybe it's not one of these. Did you just figure this one out today? No, that's not technically one, I guess. Oh well. Oh, that's actually water. Okay, well we got some more exploration done. Okay, so we're waiting for nighttime for you. I really want to know about the tombstone, though. Also, look at me, chat. I got a little helmet. I am ready for battle. I'm so cute. Okay, so let me go up here. Something about clearing off. Oh, the entrance just closed. I thought I could just come back, but I guess not. Okay. I think that's what I'm meant to do. Yes, okay. You know what? I think at some point I should probably stop picking up games and just start finishing games. But like the graphics of this game also kind of make me want to go through Earthbound again. Oh, how do I get out? You too, yeah. It's like similar enough. Oh, here we go. Okay. Keep murdering. Here we go. Murder. Oh, and then you read the blue tile. Okay. I do not know how to read it. Oh wait, that's later. Oh, okay. No, it's all good. I might get spit out here, but oh, the same one as before. I don't really mind because I think it'll still count. The sound design in this game too. Every time I hit one of the sideboards here, it made a little popping noise that was very pleasing. Ooh, trap bench. Oh, I'm gonna get a Pikachu. Go in a bit of a circle for this one. There we go. The bot's like, I'm just trying to get you a nice Pokeball. There we go. One could argue crap, it should have been bug ground. I guess it's not, is it? Me being like, oh, I thought it was. I mean, mentally, you didn't have any other ones to go with, right? Go. Rebecca. Dude. Was there not one in here? Oh, I think there is actually. Okay, so I'm just now noticing that it actually shows you on top what type it is. So, you know, that's a thing. I definitely knew that already. So it's what my blueberry juicy mix because I'm too lazy to go back into the fridge for the rest of the milk. I love that. Keypass, how are you doing today? Alright, one more. Mandolin, if you need, by the way, like, more Pokeballs and stuff, I think I usually get a lot of mine just from gifts in Pokemon Go, so I can sign on and send you presents and stuff. I haven't been on in a while. I'm doing pretty good today. We are definitely heading into, like, a later game for, this game, but really enjoying it. Yeah, for sure. Oh. There we go. That should be the last one. Alright, so now it's a matter of getting out of here. Also back to in-person class next week. Oh, so you'll be able to spin? Yeah. Aha, yes. Okay, cool. And we need to feed these guys. Ow, jeez. Oh, I'm just missing. Ow. God, these guys hurt. There we go. Do not play with laser pen just after Fred's eaten. He will throw up. Oh! Poor sweetheart. Okay, so we want to go down to the beach also and defeat some more of these friends. Nah, Pepper, sometimes it just happens that way, unfortunately. I'm sure he wanted to play. It's just... Oh, hey, there's the item. Nice. How long did we stream for? So... We've been live for... almost 4 hours. I should be live for about another hour. I don't think that's enough time to finish this game by any means. I mean, people who have played the game can let me know, but I don't think so. So we'll probably end up finishing it tomorrow. Have you been able to find my sword in Cube Coast, Concord? There's my sword, thanks, Concord. God, it's awful grungy now. I don't think I liked it being in the Glomp's stomach. No matter, I'll just have, Mandarin cleaned it up later. Here, you can have this old grungy coin. Don't know if it's worth much, but I found it on patrol last week. Probably more valuable to a guardian. Take it. Old world leaflet. What's that do? If anything. Is it nothing? Is it literally just nothing? Okay, I just want to go through here really quickly. There are gravestones here I can hit. I feel like that's the hammer one, right? It's just hammer. I thought it was like a tool I didn't have yet. So I can hand in the last quest, I think, then. I mean, it's weird that it's hammer because, like, The hammer was like, what, the second thing we got? It's okay, now you know. Oh, I only did one thing today. Oh, right, we're repairing things. Oh, I need some more. Once a month or every 2 months, just hope they're spaced out a bit more evenly, give us time to spare. Or prepare, yes. Beginning of the month, the end. But nope, a week apart. Hopefully next time it's a little bit more evenly spaced. Let's try. I just need one more piece. Oh geez, this guy's actually killing me here. Why are you not going down? There we go. Okay, we might die here. If we're not very careful. There we go. Oh geez, no, we're gonna die here. I have been silly. Actually. Go. Maybe not that silly. Because you can aim your Eevee to get specific evolutions, but they work. Oh, right, the Eevees. Why will you not let me leave this forest? Also, random, I was just thinking, do we have the newer Pokemon that we know of, I guess, added to the Pokemon Redemption for the Galarian, not Galarian, sorry, Hisuian, or whatever you want to call it, forms? Just let me go home. Oh my god. Is there like an easy way to get out of this, or am I just kind of stuck? I just came in here for a single piece of gravestone. Not sure if they announced the new ones. I was just thinking because it might be kind of cool to get the what's the thing I'm thinking of? The alpha forms, or whatever you call them. But then again, I don't know if they're still called that after you catch them, so maybe we'll wait on that. Oh, thank God. I actually needed more than just the one, but I just want to finish this quest. Hisuian. Yeah, I think that's how it's spelled. Mentally and which redemption codes? To a Pokemon shoot on that note, but make them rare like legendaries. Yeah, that might be kind of interesting. Just an idea. Yeah, the Hisui region is the new one. Okay. Memory. Oh, that one's already equipped. Okay. Don't really know the new releases. It's all good. Pokemon Go redemption codes for items. I'm not sure if they've run out or not. I have them pinned, but if they're no longer valid, I want to unpin them. Okay, yeah. I'm not certain about that, but might be interesting to look into. Actually, you know what? Stamina recharge. That might be nice. Brain. Alrighty. What's our next objective here? I guess we gotta go talk to that person again from the library. Blade grows thick with rot. We're asking anyone who can enter the mist to clear 5 rot within there before they enter town. Huge lantern furnace is busted open in Wonder Pond. The rot are gathering around the anomaly. Patch the leak with sap before it's able to reach Pello. Town's growing chilly. Now would be a good time to gather some kindling. 2 fat wood delivered to a forage box would help a lot. Okay. Actually, I can just hit everything out here, I guess, right? Oh, that's broken. Okay. I wonder if I should buy some more of the healing stuff. I don't actually know where I buy that in this town. I don't know why Concord has trouble hitting those for some reason. Anyway, we need to fix that, but we need sap or something. We're gonna have to get our hands on that. And I thought there'd be like logs up here, but it doesn't look like there is. Well, there's one log at least. Oh, Medlin. Maybe get some more of the gravestone as well. Which seems almost disrespectful, and the fact that the gravestone is back up the next day. Kinda weird. Right, so we don't got whatever that is, I don't think. Oh gosh, right. These guys respawn. Okay, well, we got some of what we wanted. And I can always just steal sap from my own inventory. I think it was only 2, I guess we'll see. Something about the daytime music here. In this winter area, it like reminds me of playing Animal Crossing as a kid. Like Animal Crossing GameCube, and like the music doesn't change in the winter per se. Maybe I'm thinking of Toy Day. I think it just might be those little jingles. It's me very nostalgic, either way. Okay, so we gotta go talk to our friend here. Gotta hand in those. And 5 rot within the mist. I remember a time when the island spoke to us all, not just guardians. Most have forgotten those days. But my job is to remember, not just the days of old, but the grove of old. And so I stand here alone, tending to the other guardian's legacy. I cleared the rot from those thingamajigs. Cleared the thingamajigs. You can traverse the mists, and I recognize that. Seems I have no choice but to fulfill my promise of aid. You do strive to surprise Guardian Concord. Hardworking, just like our own guardian. Of the guardians that stayed behind, Winterglade's guardian, Mandy, was one of 2. They knew how dire our situation was, yet still returned to the mists, wrapped up in the same visions that had captured so many others. Mandy said they'd be able to return with the tools we need to restore the grove, but countless moons have passed and they've not yet returned, abandoned us. Most here just spend their days waiting for our guardian. A few even dare to search within the mists. You all may follow the vision of the grove only guardians are privy to. But the grove of today is far different. Something is changing, and the rot is to blame. It's not my desire, but my duty as a scholar that leads me to question your visions. I only seek what's best for our island. I hope you realize that. But what would we do if these goals only seek to ruin what's left of the grove? So I was gonna put this out here. Don't answer if you already know. The fact that the grove is like their home, but it also seems to be this sentient, like this live thing, and it seems to be talking to us. And the bad thing is rot. I'm wondering if the grove itself is just dying. Don't answer, but I'm putting that idea out there. I'm wondering if that's the whole issue. Would you still walk this treacherous path? Should you wish to continue, I'm not sure what the thingamajigs will lead you to. Maybe another frostbitten guardian. Plum may not be able to continue through the mist, but they still found this. Skierstone? Skierstone? An old-looking device lost in the snow will aid you in reading the thingamajigs. It wouldn't work because of all the rot, but maybe now that you can find what Mandy left us. Perhaps Plum's work wasn't for nothing after all. Okay, so now I can read them. Why must I be out of it today? Body, wake up. I get that. I'm feeling very similar right now, actually. But it could be because when I'm not on camera, I slouch in my chair and I like sit like a little shrimp. Actually, it's not just when I'm not on camera, it's like anytime, really. Oh wait, I want to go buy more supplies here. Do you have... No. Book bag. Where do I buy dewdrops in this place? I feel like I've seen it. That just goes down. After some Googling, it seems like codes may not be on a monthly basis, so it may be safe to delete codes from the previous month. I'd say so. I'd say so. I'd say if you're concerned about it, maybe just like save them somewhere, but I think you're fine. Oh, here we go. Hi. 4 HP, 1 HP, 3 HP. Okay, so if I change my flask now... like that? Oh, I see, this would also let me have different kinds of things. That's interesting. I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of this, to be honest. There we go. Okay, well, I think our next quest is just to find Mandy. And I think what we're doing is those thingamajigs that we brushed off earlier, I'm assuming they're going to kind of point us in the right direction now that we can actually read them, which means we'll be able to get through this area, I believe. I hate those little things so much. Like, those are like, they come off all these slime guys. East. It's that way, right? Pretty sure it's that way. I've been trying to learn ever since I started playing Sea of Thieves. Because for some reason I always forget east and west. There we go. Okay, let's fill up. Just fill up all the way, why don't we? And then, there we go. Swap back over to this one. Oh, if you're just unpinning, I thought you were like straight up deleting. That makes sense. Heck, there we go. I love googling things. Oh, random, that's old school. Did I break it? So I didn't go the right way? Yeah, you're more than welcome to join the Discord, of course. Maybe I meant to go east after all? Pepper, that is a good job. I know how hard that can be sometimes. I think I messed up. Yeah, no, these ones aren't glowing like that one is, so I think I messed up by going the wrong way by accident. Oh. Apparently I just got a new achievement thing, that's cool. I think this music also reminds me a bit of one of the Xenoblade Chronicles songs, like one of the first caves you go in. Just part of it, though. Is it rhyme time? I'm really feeling it. I can like hear that in my sleep, you know. And I haven't even played that much of it. Okay, thank you for spitting me back out. That was a really bad attempt. We're gonna try again tomorrow. I messed up on the very first screen. Oh. Nice. Oh, we got another one from Mandy. Did I honestly just notice that these are actual pictures taken from the second I get the achievement? Yes, I did. Let's not talk about that, okay? I thought they were just like generic pictures that would be the same for everyone, but they weren't. Group of rod of cut-off guards from the rest of the Winter Glade. Please clear them out of Twilight Patty. Cauldron in Winter Glade is becoming thin. If someone could douse for some moon kelp and deposit into a forge box. I got some of that already. Hopefully they just need to. Okay, we can get this done. Yes, okay. So let's go hand this in. Oh, it's just one, thank goodness. And Panda, hello! With that 5-month resub, you just hit our sub goal for today. Thank you. Let's get a little bit extra confetti going down also. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's your day going? Welcome back, welcome on in. Thank you guys so very much for that. I really do appreciate that. I was nervous about putting that sub goal up, but you guys keep smashing it, so I really do. I appreciate that. Twilight Patty's down there. Okay. Okay, I think you guys are the ones we've got to deal with today. There we go. It's still a good pepper. And did I get rid of all of them, or is it just some? There we go, okay. It was all of them. I'm just preheating the oven as you should. I just don't understand not preheating it. It's just so wild to me. I think I just follow instructions too much. Benson, were you not here for the— okay. We need to talk about this conversation. We need to talk about it. So I, last week, had the realization, I'm telling her, I'm throwing all y'all under the bus. Someone posted on like Twitter and they're like, hey, like, you know, do you preheat the oven? And I'm like, that's a weird question. Who doesn't preheat the oven? And then I mentioned that in stream and I found out like, I want to say like 50% of my stream doesn't preheat their ovens. They just put the food in and then add on extra time. And I wish I had that confidence. I don't. Kat, how are you doing today? how? I don't know when things are done without instructions. And to be fair though, it is getting up twice. To be fair, sometimes I'll like add on extra time to something. Excuse me? I want a red pointy hat. Sorry. Because my oven isn't like the best, it's kind of old and it doesn't heat up as well as it should sometimes. As long as it still gets done. But I'm staying in my camp that it's kind of different. Look at my little hat! I am beyond excited. Exactly, as long as you make sure it's done, I don't think it's any harm. Like, no harm, no foul. But you won't catch me doing it because I don't trust myself. Okay, let's try this again, and let's not go the wrong way this time. Making my spaghetti be auto preheat your ovens? It's just... I thought it was very funny that I was like, oh, who wouldn't? Like, who would do that? And then I find out quite a few people, actually, and I had never heard of it, so it's just kind of fun. Okay, we're going around this way. I want a single person to come for me in this chat again. Trust myself or the oven on the rare occasion I do bake. I follow all the rules. Yeah, for baking, I'll argue you absolutely need to follow rules. For cooking, you can kind of get away with things. Okay, so we're going east. Let's go the right way this time. When you start mixing, yeah. Yeah. Like, baking is so much more of like, it's like a science or chemistry, right? Like, you don't mess that up. But cooking, you can kind of mess around with. I've lost all ability to even. I think we broke Mendelin today. How do I? Oh, over here. Cat, this is the content you're here for. Okay, now we're going north. We still get done. The only difference is that you're either putting your food into a hot or cold oven and adjusting accordingly. Absolutely. I think I follow instructions. Maybe too much. Rebecca. So now we have a new thing we can talk about. Breaking spaghetti and preheating ovens. Okay, so now we're going back down south. I want to follow the rules. I have so many trust issues with food. Okay. I think in the future, something I really want to do is cooking streams. I'm already looking forward to the day I get to preheat an oven on stream now. It'll happen. Covering spaghetti until it sets on fire or something dumb, and I'll forever be terrified of leaving it whole. I'm really looking forward to cooking streams. I think they'll be fun. I just need to get my own space to do it in. My villain origin story. And cold ketchup is nasty. Okay, I am indifferent on that one, I have to admit. I keep my ketchup in the fridge because it says refrigerate after opening. But if it's in a restaurant and it's like out on the table, indifferent. Lovely discussion we're having. This is just kind of, this is our chat. Oh hey! Look at me actually getting places. Are you okay? So you're the one prancing around the mist, Concord. Please proceed north. I've been waiting for quite a while. Are you dead? She doesn't look so good. Oh, forgetting to shake the ketchup bottle is the grossest. I hate that. You found me, Concord. My true self. I've sat here for so many months. Years thriving off the mist itself. There, and only there, did this forest clouds part for but a single beam of light. Here in the grove, most clouded forest, I continue to find clarity. Oh. Friends? Oh, it's the fella, it's the Guardians. I'll just buy you separate ketchup. Here in the mist, the borders of soul and soil are blurred. It's a mental landscape, born directly from the grove. The grove is forgetting the waking world. Its stories, dreams, memories are pouring into the mist. Only here in this form can I consume them, remember them before they were forever lost. But where the island's spirit has ceased, its husk is bent to consume the mana it sustained for so long. Natural forces seek to finally lay the island's center to rest, but ultimately cannot. The rot rose to challenge the grove, but like many other creatures, cannot hold enough dew to communicate with us. Still, their cause is just, and though their aggression can be perilous, we have no choice but to aid them. Till we part the grove from the supernatural phenomena, the rot will only grow more restless, a perilous conquest, too great for plums, sadly. I need a worthy guardian to help carry out my plans. Every day I miss my friends, the other guardians. If they were here, I often wonder what they'd say. Now all I can do is remember them, speak their stories through them, so they may never be forgotten. But I can see them within you, Concord. You too have looked into the past to seek the way forward. I see you, Concord. Though you may not know it, your spirit shines even brighter than mine. I implore you, Concord. Iris, hello, how are you doing today? Come to me and accept this quest. My true body will never move from that spot, but I can still help you. Using my knowledge, the grove's memories, and the stories of Guardians past, I have divined your path to safety. It won't be easy, though. Is this endgame? Am I getting into... This feels like endgame stuff. Please, Concord, approach my body and grasp my foliage. Oh, wow. This is moving fast. I don't know how I... Okay. She gave consent. Or they gave consent. What I give to you can only be taken. Touch. There's a lot of beans in my chat. We're here for it, though. Past the thick fog, this mysterious plant glimmers, beckoning Concord. At the top, a gnarled branch sticks out. Leave. Hold the branch. Concord holds the small clutch firmly. Feel faintly familiar connection to the plant. Concord feels briefly comforted within the depths of the forest. Pretty much endgame? Okay. The branch resists at first, but quickly gives way to Concord's pull. Silver sword, get. You ordered ranch and they simply did not give me any? Oh, that's some nonsense right there. You always need ranch. Wait, Mandolin, your McDonald's has ranch? My McDonald's doesn't ever have ranch. What are your sauces at McDonald's, chat? We have a new spicy buffalo, the usual barbecue, sweet and sour. There is no ranch. If there was ranch, I'd get ranch. Also never has ice cream, this is true. What McDonald's, like, what sauces do you guys got at your McDonald's? Do we have different sauces and we just don't know it? Curry. Oh, we also have ketchup, yeah. We've never had curry here, that's cool. TV, yeah, it is. Used to have a signature sauce I loved, but then they got rid of it. Sweet curry is fit. I've never had it. I am intrigued. My McDonald's has ranch. Honey mustard. Oh, love that. I kind of want Cat's McDonald's. Not everything the Grove shared with me can be put into words, but I have tried, shaping the very nature of my body toward this pursuit. The silver sword is the legacy of courage we strive to keep alive. The Grove's courage. As strong as you may be, the rot will persevere. In the face of this blockage, the Grove and I can be of help. So as we hold the Grove's mana, we are forever intertwined. The sea folk, the frogs, the greenlings, even the rot. We are all of the Grove. To inherit the Grove's will is to self-realize our truest, brightest selves. The rot is formidable, strong. Only by harnessing my body's natural energy can we cut through the thickest rot. Yes, Pepper, I'm looking forward to it. Only has sweet and sour and ketchup. Barbecue buffalo, ranch, honey mustard, mayo, and tart. Wait, Benton, why do you got all the sauces? What is happening down there? Can I come over real quick when things are a bit calmer? Ketchup fry sauce? What's that? Mayo, cheddar sauce, hello? Garlic sauce, chili mayo. Oh, never mind, I'm going to Rebecca's. I'm gonna go on a world tour of McDonald's. Westier, hello, how are you doing today? We're talking about McDonald's sauces. Always hit or miss and the workers suck. I also don't like the aesthetic. Yeah, we have McDonald's close by, but they're really kinda... The place is never really that well run. I don't think it's the people who are working there. I think it's like upper management's fault, unfortunately, but it's really hit or miss there. Same as the signature sauce that we used to have. I must investigate. You'll find rotted entrances only the silver sword can unlock. I've noticed some of those in like the old dungeons we were in. Show me you can use the blade, Concord, and strike through the gate ahead. I did it. This is almost cinematic. It's very pretty. The ruins of the mist's previous inhabitants, who knows where they are now. In haste, they mended the Grove's wound with their technology, but it was too late. Hi, Courtney. How are you doing today? Long did they search for a way to correct this mortal mistake, searching in all the wrong places. The relics required to bypass this structure are lost, but perhaps you can retrieve them. Take me, the silver sword. Bring me back to Plum. They may not recognize it at first. It's been a long time. But they'll know what it means, and what I've done to myself. There's still much work to be done. I only hope this shows Lididi how committed I am to this path. Lididi carries the dreams of the old guardians with them. I hope they're not burdened by our old guilt. If only I had departed to the mist on better terms. Here, time does not move for me. Here, the waters hold my memories contained and constant. Now I only think of the time I could have spent outside this lonely forest. Go, Concord. Back to the Winter Glade. I may not enjoy my seclusion as much as I used to. Yet still, I need more time to myself. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. We are getting very close to endgame for Garden Start. I don't know if we're finishing this today. We possibly could be if I maybe do a bit of a longer stream. So that's really exciting. Playing Spiritfarer, I had to take a small break after Gwen left. I know it was coming, but it hit me so hard. Oh, Cat, Alice is the one who really got me. I'm so sorry ahead of time. That game is fantastic, but it really can get to you. Okay. Is this... no? Do I just go back this way? Yeah, two things in Spiritfarer really got me. It was Alice, and something later on that I won't say for those who haven't seen it yet, but... it was pretty bad. Oh good, I think this means I can just travel back here, right? Hey, he's up! Or they're up, sorry. Even when I know what happens for the most part. Since I watched the majority of your playthrough, yeah. Concord, you're back. That's the longest you've ever been in the mist. Oh, thank the Grove. I was just about to get ready to go in after you. Someone got a different air about them. You met Mandy, didn't you? But it's more than that. It's like they're here with us. Amazing. Even I can feel Mandy's energy powers in it. So this is why they couldn't come back. It's hard for me to even come to terms with the existence of such a weapon. A silver sword. It gleams with the sun's energy just as Mandy did. Radiant, it truly is my Mandy. Is this what's become of them? Surely their spirit lies elsewhere. Still more work then, after all this time. Well, it's good to know that while their body is here, their spirit still dances in the mist. I miss my old friends so much. Hey, Thrillhouse, how are you doing today? I hope that you're having a good start to your day. But, they were never one to rest for long. I trust their work will be long and fruitful. I know you've been in the mist for a while. You could do with some rest, I can tell. But when you've got time, meet me and Ladidi in the library. We've got some talking to do. Okay, let's go do that right now. Pepper, I hope that you're enjoying it, though. Oh my god, random. Were you quoting Sailor Moon back in 2019? Catching Pat Red by moonlight, fighting Bidoof in daylight, never running from a trainer fight. I love this. I love Black and White. That was a lot of fun. When Mandy first came to me, I was cautiously optimistic to help them. Guardian Mandy, unlike the other Greenlings, comes from people before us. Their ruins are the foundation of the mist. Where we were born from the kindergarten, Mandy was born from Winterglade's frosty forest. To us, Mandy was more than a guardian. They were a piece of a world we wanted to remember. After the other guardians were lost on their voyage, the thought of losing them jaded me to the ways of guardians. And in a way, Mandy is still lost, but even I can tell, Mandy's spirit shines from the blade like pure sunlight. As long as you hold the silver sword and tread the mist, you'll be our thread to Guardian Mandy. That's 69, don't you dare touch me. It's probably yelling at a boss or an enemy. The village elders and the other guardians have known the Rot's intentions for some time now, ever since oozes congealed at the grove's roots. The grove is dying, and it has been for a very long time, hasn't it? But we knew many people would not readily accept that something like the grove is an active, silent decay. If the Rot will only consume the withering, it is attempting to complete a cycle of life that is foreign to us. You don't look like a normal rock. I don't trust you. The day after my birthday. Like a couple days before New Horizons dropped, and here I am eyeballing a rock. Thanks to its abundance of mana, the grove has lived many lifetimes. Until recently, the grove itself played a large, vocal role in the development of life here. Fitting that we should now carry its legacy on and tend to the island ourselves. Thankfully, we still have time. The same giant creatures that plagued our island prevent the rot's entry into the grove's heart. Oh, it is in the date. That's weird. Fought them all, haven't you? Not always the aggressive beasts they are now, especially in Autumn Town. Long ago, these creatures looked very different. They were given pieces of the island's life source by Mandy's people. It seems that the hope was to propagate our mana and grow it like we grow crops. Unsuccessfully, yet these benevolent and helpful giants were allowed to covet their mana. As the rot continues to gnaw at the grove, however, even these gentle giants have been corrupted. So long as the shards of dew are held away from the grove center, the rot will not congeal there properly. We must help them. The town's leaders will be opening up the grove for you, Concord. How and when you retrieve the other town shards is up to you, but we need to journey out and retrieve all three. You can use the silver sword to reach new places and vanquish whatever holds the rot's attention. It's a solemn task, assuredly, but we have faith in your ability. Rest up. It'd be nice to hold on to our new guardian for a day longer. I had my doubts, but objectively speaking, anyone can see you're our best path forward. Tomorrow, head westward to Bell Row, and Tarong will see you back into the hamlet's warm climate. Alright, so it looks like we're heading out, and I think, if I'm understanding this right, we're gonna have potentially another boss rush. But with bosses we've already faced, which means we get to see Bookworm friend again, we get to see Octopus friend again, and we get to see, I don't know what the last one was. It was kind of like a snot, purple snot dribble. I don't know what he was. He was weird. Oh. Bookworm and you're stacked though. I hope I'm ready for this. I don't know if they've beefed them up. What did I get? Oh, I got this from Andy. Silver charge takes longer to charge, but creates a line of thorns. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's handy. I might actually use that. Watching Lilyville Animal Crossing Island. Oh, when you're making your new one. I hope that you've been enjoying it. Lilybell's also. I don't know, I really enjoy playing in that town from time to time these days. Okay. Cozying up next to the furnace at night. Tombstone. Okay, we can do that one really quickly, but then we're gonna have to head out. Oh, Menzel, I feel kind of- did we make your headache any worse with our, Actually, I guess I can just do that with our, silly talks. Having headaches every day for years. I don't think you can make it any worse. I hope not. Okay, so we could just like fast travel back part of the way, I think, but I also want to grab the gravestone pieces to at least get part of our quest here done. Uh-oh. Concord, how have you been? Thanks for coming to check up on me. I'm still recovering, but I'm sure I'll be able to help you out soon. Oh, Bentley, I'm sorry. That's never any fun. There we go. Okay, got at least one thing done. Ah, Concord, welcome back to the hamlet. I wish circumstances were better. If we're to believe the elders, you'll be doing a lot of work in each village. I know I'm technically a guard, but personally, I never delve into those depths. I'm sure with the Silver Sword you'll now be able to go even further down. Mandy is surely protecting you, but please be careful. We're all praying for you, Concord. If you ever need help facing the challenges ahead, know that the villages are here to help you. You're surely acquainted with the Grove by now. Spring Hamlet, Summer Bar, Autumn Town. Head wherever your heart tells you, Guardian. Alright, we're gonna go in order. Can I? No. Oh, there was the vines. That was cool. Yeah, Pepper definitely was like a bigger household. They do laundry a bit more frequently, I guess. Okay, so we are going to be heading back. If you guys remember, last Monday, we started this game off strong by me failing repeatedly at a boss fight because for some reason the first boss in this is just really obnoxious. But I think we should be able to do this. Yeah, right here. I remembered this from the very beginning. I thought it was weird. Oh. What's this? Oh, that's leave the dungeon. Okay, I see. Oh. Oh, ew. It lights up multiple at once. Wait, no. Yeah. Oh, I don't, guys. One of these puzzles, I'm not good at these. What? What? Eh. Can I just walk in a circle and hope for the best? Trick is to try to get the 6 at the top lit first. Yeah. I was thinking that because it seems like there's more room to work. Okay, okay. No. No. Okay. Do you want a hint? Not yet. Thank you, though. Got it. Wait, but if I step on it again, it's gonna... Ah, heck. Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. Ah. Got it. Oh, Mendel, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh! Oh, hi! Hi, I wasn't ready for you. Eh. It's been a while. Right, I remember you spit stuff out. Okay, now you're up high. Oh. Do I have a shield still? Give me a second. Yeah, the dungeon's much shorter this time around. There we go. Whoops. What button was it? B? B. There we go. No. Does you seriously have one little bit left? That's so mean. Colin has. Wait, does he? No, he's gone. Alright, Jittery do star cat. Bookworm stays being a troll, of course it does. Oh well, we got one. Screw that puzzle. I was having enough trouble with the block puzzles earlier. Alright, but that was one down. Should we go and try to get the next ones, I guess? So the next one is going to be at the beach area, or the teleport is at the beach area, and the boss is in the summer bar. Okay, so we're going down here. Questions, do you want to finish today or tomorrow? I wouldn't mind finishing today. My main concern is I feel like I'm progressing in Majora's Mask, but I don't think I'm close to finishing it, and I want to get that done before Legends Arceus, because that's going to be the new weekend game. So like any extra time I can have to play that, I will. And Lord knows when Banjo-Kazooie's dropping. So do you think it's doable to finish today? I know I'll probably have to go for a longer stream at this rate, but I don't really mind. Can we also appreciate that that looks like a pair of eyes and like a smiley face to me? Very cute. Went overtime, then I finished today, and then maybe Majora's Mask tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Andrew was suggesting yesterday that if I need more time to edit Majora's Mask, I could always take Wednesday just to edit stuff. So I might end up doing that. We'll see how much editing I can get done over the next couple days. But that would free up more time for me. Okay, there we go. There's our exit out. How much is left of this game? I'm not sure. Majora's Mask, I'm also not sure, but like, we got the last of the masks yesterday. No, the second last of the masks, so I feel like we're probably getting there. But like, I feel like there's so much more to Majora that I'm missing. Oh, that sucks. Okay. okay. Well, I mean, that's assuming as well, because I'm assuming there's gonna be a final boss. Assuming I'll actually be able to get through it. Oh. No, I missed my run. Wait. Wait. Oh. Yes. Alright, we'll see you later. Hope you and Bear have a good walk. You look familiar. Hi, friend. Oh, wrong. Ow. Oh, my health. Wasn't looking. I can hit those back, can't I? Okay, wait, bear with me. Oh, I'm being swamped. Alright, those kind of stun him a little bit. I remember this. Okay. Get you right now. I can get you now. There we go. Just play it nice and safe. Oh, wrong direction. There we go. Spent time with any accuracy at all. It's okay. I don't really mind, to be honest. Again, I've wanted to have longer streams for a while now, so. Majora walked through completed what they call chapter 9 and 13 yesterday, so that might help you figure it out. How much left? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, so there was the second one. Oh, they're gonna have us do another silly block puzzle for this next one, aren't they? Oh, I might need help with that. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Majora's Mask has just been really, really good. I don't know if I'm just getting more into Zelda games or what, but alrighty, let's take a look-see here. We're gonna go and buy some more dew. Join 90s Sailor Moon, I love it. I'm glad you are. Switching between these in the dungeon has been like more than a bit scary, I have to admit. Which one is that one, Pepper? Didn't even know it was a thing. I mean, now I don't feel so bad not knowing it was a thing either. Oh, okay, okay. It's ringing bells now. Okay, so next up we are going up here, I guess. I kind of want to rest up for the day though, and then we'll start again with it tomorrow. We're really close though. Random. Alrighty, so we have been well rested. We are a sleepy little grape, and we have things to go do. So we did this one earlier on today, at the beginning of today's stream, so hopefully it is fresh enough in my memory. Actually, I think we did him twice. SimplyPressStart on Netflix is a remake of the series, but it's so pretty. A lot shorter, though. I might be more interested in that, yeah. I remember hearing about it and being like, you know, child me would have loved that. I have a Pokemon game with my name on it. Sailor Moon with my name on it. Okay, let's take a look, see. Condense is beautifully animated, though. I have such a nostalgic... Oh, heck. I have such nostalgia for the Sailor Moon I grew up with and, that, 90s animation style, almost. I think it's because, you know, watching Cardcaptors or Pokemon, it was all kind of similar looking. There's no reset button here. Oh, heck. Why would they do that? Oh, yeah. Heck. Okay, since I've already messed it up. I think I locked myself out. Hi. Watching a sub, true weeb. How am I? Why would they do this to me? Just... Where's my reset button? Do I gotta go in and out? That's mean. Okay. Why wouldn't they, that's really mean. It does nothing but make this a little bit more time consuming, you know? Okay. What do you guys think? So... I can see where I want to move things. It's a matter of getting them into the right spots. This may have caused an issue. Oh, there we go. Okay. I just hope I don't mess up the next one. Oh, those guys hurt when they come at you. Those guys really do just zoom. literally what Ollie looks like when he's zooming around at night. And all you see is this orange blur go past you. Gotta go fast. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, okay, okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's fine. So, sorry, I'm like tracing this out on my screen, legit. So if that one goes down. And that one goes this, okay, wait. Okay. I don't know if I'm here for this today. This had better be the last one, I swear, game. Be nice to me, please. Also, I'm gonna swap over to the full tank. There we go. Okay, yes, yes, this looks proper, yes. Hi! Step, 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 step. Except not that early, I guess. Okay. Also, by the way, maybe not the best place to start describing stuff, but I'm in the mood to chat. If y'all haven't seen already, the link Pepper actually just posted in chat. We do have Bear Twitch TV emotes. You don't need a sub or anything to access those. Anyone can use them. You don't even actually have to have Bear Twitch TV, although you won't be able to see them on your screen in your own on-screen chat if you don't have Bear Twitch TV. They're just cute little emotes. I can change them up depending on what I feel like having, which is really nice. And it's cool, yeah, so if you're not sub but you want access to some fun emotes, including a lot of animated ones, which is what I actually tend to go for. That is your Tommy dog. Getting there, slowly but surely. To use a twitch.tv/SimplyPressStart, you know it. Can you not just view them, really? That's frustrating. I'm sorry, I thought you could just view them from that link, to be honest. Force you log in with Twitch? Weird. You have space for one more? I think I'm out of spaces, but I'm not quite positive. But I do want to go through and start getting rid of some that we don't use as often, so I'll be doing that soon. And I want to switch them up depending on what games we're playing as well. Little small bouncy ones. Forever gonna be the death of me. Okay, let's send down some more. There we go. Okay. Woo. 3 bosses. Actually, technically 4 bosses in one day if we're counting first try against this guy as well. 3 bosses in like the last couple minutes here. And we got all of the pieces, I think. Oh, there we go, Rebecca. That's awesome. Thank you. Do I have to go all the way back through this? Yes, Pepper. And out we go. Pepper, if I have room, I don't know if I actually do. If I do, sure, but if I don't, then we're gonna have to look and see what we can get rid of. Alright. So, we gotta go back and talk to Mandy now. Look at us go, chat. Just flying through these. Okay, so we're gonna head back over. We're not gonna head into the Mist Temple right away. I think we're actually gonna go to town, rest, and then the next day we'll go in, just so we're going in with full health. And I'll get rid of this annoying ding 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 noise. Tired yet? That's interesting. Okay. I thought I could sleep at any point. Okay, you know what? In that case then, we'll just go fill up our thing and go in like this. Hey, VC King Games, thank you so much for the host and for the raid, I do believe. I appreciate that. Actually, it doesn't say raid, but either way, sometimes my alerts get a bit messed up. Thank you. Oh. They got a blue-purple hat. Mine. Changing my hat right now. We gotta get this down. There we go. Now I am my final form. I have a pretty hat. I liked the red, but... Okay, where can I buy the potion again in this town? Really? There we go. Much better. Well, swear's the thing, but I'm here for it. I had a whole bunch of suggestions from mainly the mods, but a couple of people in chat, I was just throwing everything in, so. I think I need to see if there's a way I can view most used ones and see if I can get rid of the... I went in the wrong place. Your girl messed up bad. I wasn't meant to come in here, I just want to teleport. Aw, heck. Okay, keep going left until I get out. No, game. This is not what I wanted. Oh, this is the worst. I have a couple favorite. Browse is one of my favorites. That cat hug one is one of my favorites. That's another favorite. Actually came in very much handy for our Skyward Sword playthrough. That was like essential. We have some fun ones. Bunger, you guys know I'm gonna have all the Bugsnax emotes I can possibly find on there. For when we have that playthrough. Oh, and Pug, please. No, is it Pug Dance? Pug Dance, I think, was another favorite. No! Let me out, game! This isn't funny. I really don't like this area. I'll get knocked out if I have to, see if I care. Press the stream and now you can see them. There you go. But yeah, if you're ever not sure, you can also see them in chat above, like where my camera would be, I guess. You can always see them on the on-screen chat because that will show them as well. We're keyboard, we're strummer. Thank you, jeez. Game. That was entirely my fault, to be honest. But we're not going to talk about it. Can I rest now? Okay. I think we're ready. At least I hope we are. And we're just gonna teleport straight in because I tried to walk in and that's not how you get there. Returning shards in hand, your strength is admirable. Cain would appreciate every ounce of you, Concord. Now your greatest hurdle lies ahead. Your work has allowed the rot to congeal at the grove's base strongly. Here they'll fight alongside us. Continue further north to the gates to confront our common threat, Guardian Concord. Okay. No, only the ones that I have like installed or set for the channel. So like all the ones on that list will, but here we go. 1, 2, and 3. There are some global things. I think like Twitch has a huge set of global emotes for sure as well. The mana crystal that sustains the grove and the rest of the life that live here is foreign to us. The scribes have toiled endlessly to uncover its secrets to no avail. In our time, the times before us. So enigmatic to us, the Guardians left the grove in search of answers. The dew we drink is but an impure, incomplete form of what it can truly offer. Gleaming endlessly, only something as large as the grove could hope to contain its essence. Yet now the crystal's light barely touches me. Its influence, stymied? I don't know this word, by something callous and primitive. Here I can feel all the grove's mind, memories, emotions, stories, mixed together in what we call the mist. But I can't help but wonder, what becomes of the body when the soul is gone for too long? That's a dark thought, isn't it? Alright, here we go. Hello? Oh, those look like hands. Oh, I'm scared. Hi? Oh, I don't know if it liked that. Oh, jeez. Okay. The rod is answering the grove's call. Like that? Oh, I don't touch that. Oh, that hurts it too, though. Oh, hey. Can deal damage to you. This is kind of... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Kind of an interesting idea for a fight. Feels very small, though, almost. Like, in room size. Am I also the only one getting very much Pokemon vibes from this? Like, music-wise? There we go. When can I hit you? Oh gosh, get out of there. Okay, so now I got you. But why, I'm not exactly sure, but it's purple when you hit before, but I was never sure what triggered it to change color. Okay, so at least I'm not the only one who's just like... You know, like what? Way. Something to do with digging these guys up, I think. Well, so there he is again. I wonder if there's gonna be multiple boss phases. Oh, the cat roll is really cute too. Damn. Oh god. Oh. There we go. Okay, I need to... There we go. Something about that right there. Okay. That was maybe just phase 1, because I don't trust this. Okay, just keep moving. I didn't know it was keeping, it was still going. There we go. Hey, Arcane, welcome back. Oh, something's happening. Touch. The world added to your map. Oh, I lost my hat. I'm just a little grape. Going on a really big adventure. Is someone there? It's me, Concord. Oh, thank you, you guys. Small blip of lucidity, and I have you to thank for it? I have lived a long, long time, tiny greenling. I am so very tired. With my body in tatters, even all the crystal's mana struggles to bind my mind here. Still, it succeeds, holding me within the cusp of life and my fated death. That is until you came along. Your actions within the core of my being have finally freed me. Contorted by the promise of the crystal's everlasting life, my body grew to defend it indiscriminately. My most basic, primal fears manifested in what remained of my time-worn husk. But now I'm free. Free to enter a deeper, more meaningful rest. As we speak, the rot detaches me from this plane of existence. Sleep has no meaning if done poorly. That's true. The mana crystal ever-flowing of life, being parted from it is almost relaxing. I think the rot will be able to maintain the balance wherever, or where I was never able to. It is a little bit Mendelian, yeah, definitely. In many ways, the island belongs to them now. My body and mind can finally sate their appetite. But even with my growing mental haze, we can still speak here within the deepest recesses of my mind. It binds us to the spiritual state, our original state. Can you feel the wax and wane of the sun? Here on this plane, time escapes us both. Oh, that eye. Once more, I can feel the entirety of the island, my body, the people. Growing, learning, thriving. My children have accomplished so much without me. Makes me wish I had more time to meet them all. More time to say goodbye to old friends, too. Mandy, they've given too much to let me, no rest. They're in luck, no more worrying. Seems that my time here has come to an end at last. I think we've let the rot wait long enough. I think that such tiny creatures could have caused such a ruckus. Seeing you here, I can rest assured the crystal is in good hands. I trust that it will see you all to prosperity, even the rot. You should go on too, your friends miss you. I have just enough mana to see you safely back. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? I'm glad that I was able to meet someone like you. Perhaps in another world, we could have been friends for just a bit longer. Goodbye, Concord. Concord? Gadzooks, you're awake? Gave everyone a scare, but Marcin assured us you'd heal okay. You gotta get better. I'm tired of doing your job for you. You should probably rest more, but I think everyone here would like a word. Gotta say, you took a big hit when you entered the mist, so a lot of people have come to check on you. Everyone's been taking care of your injuries, the kindergarten and the vine. We're not about to let you croak. You're not even a frog. Thank God we have our hat again. I felt naked without it. So much has changed since your battle, but you should check in with everyone here. Oh, ever radiant Guardian Concord, I've been worried sick about you. You're looking quite chipper for someone involved in such a great battle. After everything you've done for us, I personally had to make sure you'd recover quickly. Ollie made sure we had all the dew we needed to keep your body fit and full of life. So I've been playing courier between kindergarten and the Glade. Everyone in the Glade will want to know our beloved Guardian is back. Ladidi speaks of you constantly, and Ollie would sure appreciate a heads up before they send another big vat of dew our way. So I'm gonna head there right now. I'm glad you're back, Guardian Concord. Thank you for your hard work. Oh, this is cute. Concord, I've heard the commotion. Gave me quite the startle. I can tell the grove is finally passing on now, isn't it? We don't know how long it will take, but a faint, restful peace has swept over the island. The dew flows so strongly now, even sea folks like me can move further inland without consequence. It's been nice experiencing so many new things. I've read a lot about gardening, but doing it here in the kindergarten has been a delight. Ollie will be fine. You can stare at snow and cause chaos. That's pretty much his day right now. I can see why you've been so committed to the welfare of the Grove, as a gardener that is. Since Plum pulled you out of the mist, the Grove's town have been connected. We finally feel like a whole community again. I'm certain we'll find new ways to preserve our environment. Everyone has been tripping over each other to take care of you. I think it's high time I make room here and head back to Summer Bar. No doubt, Saguaro will want to hear the good news. Oh, finally awake. Slept for too long, Concord, though you well deserved it, eh? A bunch of us have been watching over to kindergarten. Least we could do since you solved the whole rot problem. But since you entered the depths of the Grove, it seems like they've quieted down a lot. That can still cause a ruckus every now and then, but tough ones like me will still push them back. Kabocha will be so happy to know that you're not sleeping on your hind anymore. You still owe them. Even Halpia visited you for a bit. They haven't been into Hamlet for a long time. I'm gonna notify them right now. Is there still more people? Oh. I guess maybe I gotta talk to... you? Sorry, I kinda left you. Up and left already, huh? Don't worry, it's not you, Concord. The entirety of the Grove is waiting on news about you, and they'll be sure to tell everyone you're okay. Tends to happen when you're a hero. Might want to take a walk around, but I don't want you pushing yourself too hard. Everyone's still trying to understand what happened to the Grove, but with the recent rot attitude... Maybe it's my lovably soft-spoken demeanor speaking, but they're downright adorable now. I'm sure hope things don't get too boring around here for my sake. But soak it in, Concord, your job is done for now. I'm sure Plum will have heard from the other villagers soon. They'll be hightailing it here in no time. The boss fight was in stages and the gathering of the crystals was the previous stages. I guess so. You could argue that's the case. It felt a bit drawn out. Almost like there wasn't enough, or there was too much space in between each thing, so like it didn't feel connected, but that could be it. Concord! Maggie told me on their way back. I've been running there the entire time. You had us also very worried when the Grove began to collapse. I walked the mist. One more time. I said I wouldn't, but I had to. I never had such an unshakable conviction. It saw me through safely. It took all that I had to pull you from that broken temple. When found, you were already unconscious. I could tell something about you was missing. Like you were far away. So we had your body rest in the hamlet, waiting and caring for you. But you're awake now, and I couldn't be happier. I would have been here were it not for the work. I'm the only guardian running around after all. I only got a glimpse of the Grove's source of mana, but as the temple crumbled, its aura washed over me. Warm and brilliant unlike ever before. The island's man has changed a lot lately. After seeing sea folk in the hamlet, who knows what's possible now? Changed a lot too, Concord. So proud of you. I knew I sensed great things in you. She's like, just yesterday I came here in need of your help. Actually, it was last Monday. To be honest, I thought the Grove had its fill of heroes. I was ready to be the last guardian. But I've seen you care for the vine day after day. Perhaps what we need was quiet, dedicated spirit like you, Concord. Sprout Guardian. After all is said and done, I think I made the right choice. But speaking of sprouts, not to get you working at your old job already, but I thought you might want this. I had Marsan make this especially potent due for your eventual return. He used to tend to the vine as a gardener and found no progress. Maybe your hard work has finally paid off? Why not use that dew on the kindergarten vine? The whole game is focused on combat, only have the end be a bit easy. I feel like the beginning made it seem very difficult, but then as you progress through, it just got very, very easy. The leaves are vibrant and healthy with no sign of ailing. Yet the vine has produced no new fruit since you were born. Oh! Fruit. I am fruit. Alright, so that was Garden Story. It was a very short, little, cute game. There's a lot more content. You can go through and max out all of the town levels. You can... I know there's like the whole gardening thing that I barely touched. You can max out all your weapons. There's a lot of upgrades that I didn't get to. That was a very cute game though. Short, it was straight to the point. It feels like there was a lot more to it than I could have done, but I didn't, and that's okay. Because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, I feel like you could probably go through this game post-game and continue where you left off. I'm just having a guess here. You're attempting to 100% it. I hope you have fun with it. Now, what game should I push for? You're gonna have to take a look and see. This was a good one. This was a good one. Let's get some more, where's my mouse? Get some more claps in chat, you guys. Unpacking. Oh, that one would definitely be a cozy stream. I need to get it though. I'm not gonna get any new games right now, if I can avoid it, just because Legends Arceus and Kirby are gonna be pricey. But I definitely want to play Unpacking. It looks adorable. Yay! Thank you. That was good timing. And there we go. Back to the start. So I'm pretty sure if I jump back in, it would actually let me just continue onwards. Or at least reset me back to just beforehand. So that's fun. If you guys want to check out Garden Story, once again, you can do exclamation mark playing. No? Exclamation mark playing? Bot? Is the bot on? The bot's on. Someone do it for me. Okay, thank you. It didn't want to listen to me. You can click on the link right there. You can read the description if this interests you. I played this on the Switch. You're not worthy, clearly. But I think it's also available on other platforms as well if you guys would like to check it out. It's definitely cute. Gave me a lot of Littlewood vibes. Definitely a lot of Littlewood vibes, so. From the music to the graphics a little bit to the gathering and fixing things. So. It's also on Steam. There you go. So 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Very cute. But I'm also looking forward to playing some more new games this year because that's definitely something I want to start doing. Tomorrow, because we finished this today, we are definitely going to be playing another day of Majora's Mask, which I've been loving. It's been so good. So I'm excited for that. Next week we have Legends Arceus, and at some point also Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know when that's going to be though. But yeah, I think we are good to wrap up here for today, you guys. Thank you so very much. If you guys are new and you enjoyed what you saw here today, drop that follow. I stream every day except for Thursday and Friday. Who should we go hang out with? Weed Lady, I think, is starting a challenge of my time at Portia. And I think she's only just starting, and I love my time at Portia. Let's go hang out with Weed Lady. She was in here for a bit earlier. She is absolutely lovely. She has a very cute puppy. I love her hair. If you guys don't know her, go check her out. She's amazing. There we go. Let's get this started. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your day. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone.